Good evening, everybody. This is John Hester here at Hester's Motorsports here in Raton, New Mexico. Our number is 575-445-3558. You can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Hester's Motorsports. Our website is www.hester-motorsports.com. So, another late evening here. Really want to do this outside, but it's cold, flaking snow outside and here in northeastern New Mexico, so it's about 25, 26 degrees before wind chill, so I gotta do this in the shop here. So we're pretty packed. It's just been so crazy, so overwhelming. Got a lot of machines in here, working on customizing, building, all that stuff. So let's get over this KRX right here. So we have a Trail Edition, 2021 Trail Edition KRX 1000, and lots of goodies on here. Show this thing off here. Of course, a lot of, like you see in a lot of our builds, got 35s. Customer wanted, keep factory wheels, which is nice. Nothing wrong with them. Good bead locks. We have the System 3 XTR 370 tires, 35-inch. Big old gnarly suckers. I mean, you can see how big that they are, and really nice. We did the Ryko turn signal kit without the fangs, so didn't want to have the fangs on the grill. But we did a really cool setup, really unique. First ones to put them in this location. Right here is the turn signal. So let me turn that on real quick here. So here's the Ryko setup. Turn the key on here. Turn that over. You can see right up here our light. And right there is our deal. This also has a pulse. Of course, I'm here by myself, so I can't do it by myself. But it does have a pulse feature to the tail light. Whenever you hit the brake, it will pulse real fast on this brake light and then go solid. Just for about a second or so. So it just kind of flashes and just whap, whap, and then it goes solid. So that way, see if I can get a reflection. You can see the... Let me kind of zoom in here, sorry. So right there you can see on the mirror. Sorry, moving, bouncing around. See? You can see it on the back wall there. Let me zoom back out because zooming in it gets real shaky. So you can kind of see how that cool pulse feature is. Really slick from Ryko. Okay, so on top of having 35s, we have the Bandit Stage 2 spring kit on this machine here. So we have it all set up. We have our own preload settings and everything because where we want the suspension to sit, the ride height the customer wanted, the maximum height the customer wanted, everything is all perfect. A lot of people will put the stage 2 or stage 3s. Stage 3s, what I call an ultra heavy build KRX. They are a much firmer spring rate than the stage 2s. Stage 2s are a much firmer spring rate than the factory stock. So by adding stage 3s, of course it makes it firmer, but of course it has less sag. And you don't want to have the machine just jacked way up. You want to have that massive down travel to just eat the terrain. So right now with 35s on it, we are setting dead level all the way through here. As you can see it, ready to go. We have, because he is going to add some tools and cooler. So I have a little bit of extra in the back. We have 17 inches in the front, 17¼ inches in the rear on ground clearance with 35s. And we don't like them jacked up to the moon in a rock crawler build. Now, of course, if he was going mudding and everything, we could set this thing up. Sky's the limit. Do a big old lift kit from Turner, do some 8-inch portals, 50 some inch tires. I mean, you can build them absolutely redonkulous on these KRXs. So not looking to do that, but this is a rock crawler build. It is going to Kansas. He rides all over Kansas, and actually just goes all over the place. Kansas, Oklahoma, all kinds of stuff. So we added on a receiver hitch in the back. Of course, you have to modify the bumper in order to make the receiver hitch fit. We do have the lighted license plate right here. You can see the little light right there. Of course, I got the key turned off right now, so it's off. We have the Kawasaki Tailgate with the storage box built into it. We have Super ATV spare tire carrier here, which can carry a 35, no problem at all. And you can see it's basically flush with the top of the vehicle. So I'm holding this way up so you can see above the vehicle, because it's a pretty beast machine here. And I know I can't get back enough because I'm in the shop here. There's stuff everywhere, so I can't get back enough as I walk around to cover the whole machine. I apologize, but everybody knows what a KRX looks like, so just showing you all the highlights here. We have AJ's fender flares, front and rear. Really slick, very easy to install, nice setups. We do have the trailing link skid plates on here. Did think about the front skids, but of course, he does go in some places where they do get some mud. So he's going in some mud. It's not a mud bogger, but yeah, crossing streams and everything going through mud. We did not opt for the front skid, or not A-arm guards, I apologize, because it's completely flat on the inside with a front and rear rail. What happens, you get mud in there, the mud packs in, dries like a brick, and then you can just rip your boots up. So opted to go without that, so that way, yes, I know the A-arm guards do protect the paint jobs. It's something he can add if he chooses to, but that's one of the drawbacks to actually think about if adding in the A-arm guards from Kawasaki, the UHMW A-arm guards. Yes, it will protect, but B, you have to keep them clean. Otherwise, you will run into some issues on that. So right there, oops, hit the thing on there. See? Right there. Dang it, hit again, sorry. Hit my phone on the side of the KRX bodywork there. We have Super ATV's flip open windshield. We have EMP bracket mounts for the light bar with the 40-inch dual row light bar combination. You can tell here's a focused and here's floodlight. So it's flood and focus, bright as hell. Awesome. And we got Kawasaki's mirrors here. We do have a rear view mirror. For some reason, long story short, Kawasaki, we have a lot of accessories coming by freight, and we hate freight in our area because it just takes so long to get here. Back inside here, we've got the Click 6 Kawasaki Harnesses. Awesome, nice setup there. And of course, we got switches down here. So we got our light bar on the roof, and then we have some pod lights right back here because we got the Super ATV tinted rear window right here, which is very slick. Comes in, doesn't have really any curvatures to it, so it doesn't give any deformities or oddball curved reflection, like when you're looking through it, how kind of looks like a pair of glasses, prescription glasses when you start curving the Lexan. So it's all nice and straight. Keeps a nice clear Like you can see the post lift back there. No deformities. It's completely straight. It doesn't wiggle as it goes. So they bring it all the way down and then fill in the sides here. Pretty slick if you ask me. And the tinting, of course. And we added in right up here. Got this all set up, all going into the cage, all that stuff. So we got some pod lights back here. Let me show you these. Turn these on. So we have it set to where it's right over the bed, but it's kind of hidden. The flood is kind of covering, so that way it has plenty of light inside the bed, but it's also behind the bed. You can see it shining up against the wall right there. Let me reach in here and turn that off. So you can see it's back there. It lights up, comes down over this and lights up the whole area behind it. And they're a little crisscross, so that way this one is kind of pointing that way, this one's kind of pointing this way, so that way they crisscross and light up the entire back end behind you, but yet you still have enough light up there, all tucked in, nice, neat, out of the way, all run through the bars and everything. Really slick, really slick. Wanted to kind of show everybody this here. Oh, now that I got the key on, you can see the light down there. Trying to get as far back as I can with everything here. So right now we're sitting from the ground. The height we needed to meet we needed a maximum height of 83 inches. And this is 83 inches to the highest point on the top of the tire right here. So that way it fits into his 84-inch, 7-foot door in his trailer and garage. So got that. Oh, almost forgot. You have to forgive me. Late night. I mean, we've been closed for a while. It's just it's been crazy. I mean, we cannot keep up. Got the seal kit, the cab seal kit, and we like to do things a bit different. So cab seal kit, it fits in, all covers up underneath. Riding in dusty conditions, this is a very good part to have. It keeps a lot of the dust from entering up underneath. Wish I had another KRX here. I would show you. You could look down and you can see daylight underneath the seat there. All that dust can come up into the cab. Depending on the windshield that you have, it could create like a suction and pull the dust up from underneath the seats, like fogs in there. The other thing is of course you have the seals here and all the way around the door. Fits in tight, you know, fits in nice and tight and keeps all that. Now, one thing that we do, because this just comes with adhesive, we drill and use all the pop rivets that the body has to offer to make it much, much more permanent. Then the front, we pull off all the door, and it's really hard to see, but you can kind of see the rivet right there. We actually rivet the front part of the door to the bodywork right in there, all the way down. We'll rivet this sucker all the way down to the bodywork, make it much more permanent, because we all know, I mean, 3M adhesive is pretty good, but it does not last. The durability isn't there. You open and close this door a few times, dust seal kit comes off. So hopefully, maybe Kawasaki's watching. There you go, Kawasaki. Let's engineer it to where we use some pop rivets down here, pop rivets here. Let's do all that. Love these machines. Love these KRXs. Just absolutely amazing machines. Just rock gods. This one here, we do have the V-Force John Stage 2 tuning with full power reverse, which means you put this thing in reverse, mash the pedal to the metal, and hang on. So if you need to get out of a mud hole, get out of snow, back up out of a ditch or something, you have maximum power in reverse. Makes a huge difference on doing that, and it's a really simple thing. You know, I don't know why they govern them so heavily. I do understand why. It's about safety. They're trying to protect people and all that stuff. I do understand that, Kawasaki. I do understand that. But come on, give us a little bit more. You know, the car is so stable and it's so good. I mean, you can give us at least 25, 30 miles an hour in reverse with full power up to reverse. Don't give us 25% power, you know, in reverse. Very nice setup. We love to go through a nice, you know, really nice PDI on this. Dealer's supposed to do over 2-hour PDI. I mean, we check all the axles, we check clutch parts, we go through and bleed all the brakes, scrub the brakes clean. So we actually have it up on the lift up over here, and one of our guys will be in it, and we'll just put it in gear, you know, with the tires off, and while it's spinning, a good little tech tip. We just get some Scotch-Brite pad and we just go up and just wrap it around the rotor. And one guy's just sitting there holding it while the tires slowly turn. You know, the transmission slowly turning in 4-wheel drive. We'll scrub all the discs, clean them all up with brake cleaner really good. Clean the brake pads really good. Then we go out, and I like to always do shakedowns on our machine. So we'll take it out, drive it up and down the road, make sure everything is performing good, everything's working good. And I actually try to set the brakes in. So setting the brakes in, driving down the road, I just have it in low range. I get up to about 15, 20 miles an hour. 1 foot on the throttle, 1 foot on the, gently pushing on the brake. We start to build heat. We're scuff them in. We're braking in the pads. We can vastly improve braking grip with a properly cleaned and bled brake system and properly broke in. So this thing now, everything broke in. I can come down the road, and I haven't done it on this one, but I've done it on them, and I could pretty much lock up with 35s on asphalt. So the brakes are powerful. They're very good, but they need to be properly cleaned and bled from the dealer, and then broke in properly by either the dealer or the new owner. So if you get a new KRX, just drive it down the road and just burn the brakes in. Just, you know, start pushing, count to about 5 or 6, let off the brake, let them cool. Do that 2 or 3 times down the road. You don't have to be just crazy on the brakes. Give them some time. You'll have a vast improvement. You'll hit the brakes. The bite will be instant, and it'll work really, really well. You don't have to mash the brakes hard when burning them in. Just a nice slight drag just to get them clean and scuffed in. Break in those pads, and big difference. So I want to thank you all for watching. Really appreciate everybody. It's been phenomenal, unbelievable couple years with all this Rona going on, and I mean, we cannot get enough vehicles. We can't keep up with nothing. It is just crazy. Please be sure to subscribe. Keep up to date with any of our cool builds. We're trying to do some more stuff, and I would like to get more stuff out there to do some tech tip stuff and try to help people, you know, on different models and different machines, what to look for, do this, do that, you know, to make your machine the best it can be, last the longest, and that way you get the most bang for the buck whenever your machine lasts the longest and the performance at its highest, like it was originally intended from the engineer. So, you know, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, try to keep you up to date with anything new that's coming out. And like I said, I apologize. I cannot get full views because I have to do it in the shop because it's freezing cold, snowing, and it's dark outside. So I want to thank you all for watching. Give one last quick look around on the Trail Edition, Hester Edition. Most important sticker right there, buddy. Boy, I tell you what. Thank you all for watching. God bless. Now, what can we build for you today?